What's up guys? So today we're talking about how I fuel. This is different usually than my last video on food, which was like sort of how I cook and what I eat. But this is more on how I fuel before my runs. And although that video is on that and everything I take, I do want to do a grocery haul. First, stop by the Asian grocery store because I need more rice. Big old rice, and got dumplings. And it wouldn't be a grocery trip for me if I didn't get a little snack. And they had these onigiri triangles, and I love these so much. Pasta sauce from Whole Foods. Trying these out, a little snack. That's what I feel like I've been missing from my meals and just throughout my day is a snack. Low protein bars, chocolate chip peanut butter, Girl Scout cookie flavor. Bagels I have every day. Trying something different. English muffins, 2 packs of blueberries, orange juice I have every day so I get the gallon, yogurt I have every day, chicken thighs, another pack of chicken thighs, and a pack of ground turkey. Coming to around $75 for everything. Not the cheapest. I think I have to increase my grocery budget from $50 to maybe $100. Today we also have to run 9.5 miles. It's our long run of the week. And usually this is the most important run that we have to fuel beforehand and during. Because I am leaving from my apartment and then going on the route, I will not be able to fuel during the run. It's really important for me to get enough carbs and electrolytes in before the run. A scoop of G1M Sport, not sponsored, I just like BPN and all of their athletes. It's carbohydrates plus electrolytes. So 20 grams of carbohydrates in this, and then 350 milligrams of sodium. And then we're also doing an extra 500 milligrams of sodium with extra electrolytes. Usually before long runs, that is what I like to have. And well, not even this. This is new, but the G1M Sport, I like to think of it as my pre-run fuel. I've gotten into this habit of drinking something before I work out or run. Anything longer than this though, like if we're going over 10 miles, I would need to have something during a run, like gels for later on, and that'll be for a later run. But for today's long run, 9.5 miles, we're gonna try to go our marathon pace. So for the fit, this is what we got. North Face E-tip gloves. Usually I only wear this for runs that are like below 30 degrees. The run today is going to be 9.5 miles, like I was saying when I was talking about fueling. So we're gonna do a conversational pace for 2 miles, then gonna speed it up a little bit faster, around 10.5 minutes. And then we have 4.5 miles at our target marathon pace, which will be 9 minutes and 40 seconds. And then we have 1 mile cool down. The hard part is gonna be staying slow in the beginning. So then we have a good, strong warm up before going 9 minutes, 40 seconds for 4.5 miles. It's gonna be the toughest part after cool down. So that is the run for today. $10:30 for 2 miles. And then 9:40 for 4.5. Three and a half miles in, 1 mile left, going around a 9:10 pace. Total, almost 8 miles in. I feel like crying. That was probably one of the hardest runs I've done in a long time. RPE 10 for sure. 4 miles in when I had to speed it up to a 9:40 pace. Instead of 9:40, I was going 9:15 and I was keeping that for 4.5 miles. I haven't ran hard like that for a long time. What I want to make sure from now on is that when I fuel, I also want to take gels, which I ordered and are coming on the way, so we will take that on the next run. Even for this run, so anything above 9 miles, I think I should be taking a gel 5 or 6 miles in, so I can still have energy for the rest of the run. This one, I felt my energy drained. I can show you guys right here the times for each mile. Overall, I need to be fueling better during the runs and now after. Gonna cook something to eat. I'll make sure to have some electrolytes after as well. Usually on leg day, I'll like taking the strongest pre-workout that I have, but I have all these to try out. Usually I mix it with creatine as a sort of stack, and usually I take boba tea pre-workout, 2 scoops of this. I find it the perfect amount for what I need. I also really like lychee, and this is lychee flavored. But we're trying something new. Utah-based brand, Bucked Up, Woke AF. I really like this flavor, Great Frost. It tastes like a haichu, if you know what that tastes like. But I think for today, we're gonna go with one of these packets, Woke AF Black. Kind of scared to take it, but we'll try it out. So I'm gonna take the pre-workout, mix it with the creatine, and that's usually my pre-workout fuel. I like to work out fasted, meaning I don't eat anything before my workouts. For me, that's worked just fine for the past 5-6 years, and I usually like getting a big meal after I work out, sort of like a reward. As you guys know, yesterday we hit our push day, and then we ran 9.5 miles at marathon pace. Last week, when I had my long run, it really affected my leg day the next day. So right now we have 315 on the bar. Last week I was only able to hit it for 1. I really felt like because of the marathon training, I'm losing my strength overall. This week, just because I'm feeling a little bit better than I did last week, I'm just more there mentally, and I feel like I've gotten my form locked in a little bit better than I had last week. I think I was telling my friend the other day, I want to be an exception and push through, because obviously running and lifting don't always go together. At least trying to gain strength while trying to increase on mileage, but I want to be different and hit 315. The goal is to do it for 4. Like I said, last week I only did it for 1. And obviously this is a downgrade because I used to be hitting 365 for reps, and now it's back down to 315. We dropped it, now to work it back up. What's up, guys? So for pull days, I usually do not have pre-workout, or I have something that is not as strong as my push and my leg days, just because I feel that I'm climbing and doing a pull workout. They're usually longer, and I'm usually climbing at least twice a week. I don't need as much energy for that. I can just do it without, or I'd like to think so. Usually I just drink like a yerb, but for today, since we have it, we're gonna go with a lighter type of pre-workout. Yeah, this week we're talking about fueling, as I'm trying out a bunch of different type of pre-workouts, because I have the sample pack from Bucked Up. Regular old Bucked Up, not the Woke AF kind. Only has 200 milligrams of caffeine. A lot less than 333. We'll have this instead. And usually I don't like taking pre-workout 3 days in a row. I took the boba tea protein, lychee flavored pre-workout. On Monday, I took Bucked Up Woke AF pre-workout. On Tuesday, and today, I took just the regular Bucked Up pre-workout, a little less of a dosage. Usually I don't like taking pre-workout 3 times in a row. It hurts my mind. It's way too much for me. Usually I just like taking like a yerba mate before, but it's fine because yesterday I decided I was gonna climb, and usually I don't climb either. So today we're hitting a pull. We got pull-ups first, and I usually do a drop set for the pull-ups. So I start at the heaviest weight, and then I go a little lighter, and then a little lighter, and then I'm gonna just finish. Like last week, I split up the pull workout into pull, then climb, and then finishing the pull workout. But for this, I'm gonna just do all the weights first, climb at the end if we have time. Pretty simple. That's it. What's up guys, it's like 9 in the morning, about to go on a 5-mile run, quicker, faster tempo run. I got this box that has creatine, electrolytes. It had these mango go gels, so when I do my long runs I can fuel during. And I also got this cookies and cream flavored whey protein. I didn't get all these things, I ordered them, so it's not like it was free. But for today's 5-mile run, we are gonna combine G1M Sport, which is for carbohydrates, with electrolytes and creatine that I have every day. Yes, I like to work out fasted, not having ate anything, but I find for my runs, I like having at least something in me, and the G1M Sport really helps like getting some carbohydrates in before I go on the run. Gonna mix the fruit punch flavor G1M Sport with the mango flavored electrolytes. Not have a go gel today because it's a shorter run. Today we're running 5 miles. We're here at the University of Utah track. And the reason we're on the track is because we're doing over and under 1 kilometers. What that means is we have 3 reps of doing slightly slower than marathon pace for a kilometer, and then slightly faster than marathon pace for a kilometer, and that is 1 rep. And then we're gonna do that 3 times. Last time I was here, it was super snowy, still cold. The one thing I forgot for the workout is my headphones, and I usually never run without my headphones, but I guess today will be different, listening to the sounds of freaking construction going on. Although my training plan is getting faster and faster and longer, and my marathon pace is getting supposedly faster, this is one of those workouts where we really get to see is if I can maintain that faster marathon pace, and if not, we'll have to slow it back down.
It was summer, wrapped up in a blanket, it was 40 degrees. We got holes and the boys kinda loose. Got no money, but honey, I love's the truth, you and me. Gonna be the festival prize. I'm gonna love you in the fair lane. I'm gonna try to keep you smiling. Don't you worry about the answers to the worries on your mind.
I need to find a solution. I feel like I can run easy and I can run hard, but I can't run that in between. I was supposed to stay within an even range between a 9-10 minute pace and an 8-40 minute pace. But when I was doing my 3 reps, I was going between an 8-minute pace, which is really hard, and then an 11-minute pace. And so my gap is like right here and right here, but I need to like bring it within the same, because I don't know the difference. I end up going too slow for what's supposed to be faster, and I end up going too fast for what's supposed to be slower. And I need to find that balance. First off, all these paces, I need to find what that pace actually is. I think it was beneficial that I didn't have my headphones in this workout, because I can better understand like what I'm doing. But still, it's like I need to know what a 9:40-minute pace is, and I need to know what a 9-minute pace is, and what 30 seconds difference really does to my running cadence and speed. Right now I'm just eyeballing it, and I'm going way too slow and then way too fast, and it's messing up my workouts. But that was it for this. At least I fueled properly. That's what this video is about. I have to head to work. I don't know if I can film too much, but see you guys tomorrow. What's up, guys? So today we're hitting our last workout of the week, which is an upper body workout, calisthenics focus, trying to get my front planche by summer. And for the last month, we sort of stayed still, but I'm trying to hold the tuck planche for longer. Only thing I really gotta say for this last workout is for fueling before, since it's not heavy weight intensive, I'm just using body weight. For these workouts and for climbing, I usually just drink a yerb, not pre-workout, so I can like take a break from that for a few days and know what it's like to still be working out without that aid. Let's get it.